I get asked a bunch on the Patreon for book recommendations, and I kind of forget to mention these two books by Paul Arden, which are picture books. They're really fast and easy to read, but they have really good fundamentals for kind of melding your creativity with your need to make money. If you're trying to be a professional creative person. Paul Arden was I think he was an executive at Saatchi & Saatchi, which is one of the biggest ad agencies in the world. And advertising traditionally was composed of super talented, creative people, almost artists, and they kind of call themselves artists, but they're also very commercial, and they have a good sense of the taste of people and what will appeal to a lot of people. So I think it was Andy Spade that recommended these books. Andy Spade is an ad man, and he's a great one. And he was a mentor for me coming up. So the first book is called It's Not How Good You Are, It's How Good You Want to Be. And the how good you are is in silver, and how good you want to be, the good is in gold. This one particular lesson, rough layouts sell the idea better than polished ones, I've found extremely helpful fundamentally. Sometimes you have an opportunity, like so-and-so likes your work and they want to do a project with you, and you might not know this, but it's you versus a bunch of people, probably. And one of the things that I used to do was I would make a proposal film of the film I was going to make, and the proposal film I'd make would be really crappy. But it would put the client on the hook and get them excited. Oh, I want to be involved in the new thing. And so if you show a client a highly polished computer layout, he will probably reject it. There is either too much to worry about or not enough to worry about. They are equally bad. It is a fait accompli. There is nothing for him to do. It's not his work, it's your work. He doesn't feel involved. If he doesn't like the face of the girl in your rendering, or the style of the trousers worn by the man on the right, or your choice of the car he's driving, he will reject it. He won't see the big idea. He will look at the girl's face and think, I don't like her. This doesn't feel right. It is very difficult for him to imagine anything else if what you show him has such detail. Show the client a scribble. Explain it to him, talk him through it. Let him use his imagination. Get him involved. Because you haven't shown the exact way it's going to be, there's scope to interpret it and develop and change it as you progress. Work with him rather than confront him with your idea. And this one is huge. When it can't be done, do it. If you don't do it, it doesn't exist. A new idea can be either unfamiliar or silly or both. It can't be judged by description. It needs to be done, made to exist. It is unlikely that anyone will sanction the cost of something they don't understand. Therefore, you have no choice but to do it yourself, at whatever cost. You may have to beg, steal, and borrow to get it done, but that's for you to work out how you do it. It's exciting, it's difficult, and it's fun. If it was easy, anyone could do it. And if you don't do it, it doesn't exist, man. I mean, and then he goes on to talk about how difficult it was to get Citizen Kane made, and Orson Welles made Citizen Kane when he was 24 years old. They say it's the best movie ever made. This is a big one that Sachs stuck to a lot. Do it, then fix it as you go. Too many people spend too much time trying to perfect something before they actually do it. Instead of waiting for perfection, run with what you've got and fix it as you go. And that's how you develop your style, is the workarounds, because you don't have the resources. So you figure something out. You figure out, I'm going to shoot it this way, or I'm going to do it this way, and you come up with these improvisations kind of with a gun to your head, and that's how you develop your style. This one I love. Steal. Steal from anywhere that resonates with inspiration or fuels your imagination. Devour films, music, books, paintings, poems, photographs, conversations, dreams, trees, architecture, street signs, clouds, light, and shadows. Select only things to steal from that speak directly to your soul. If you do this, your work and theft will be authentic. Authenticity is invaluable. Originality is non-existent. Don't bother concealing your thievery. Celebrate it if you feel like it. Remember what Jean-Luc Godard said. It's not where you take things from, it's where you take them to. And then there's a little footnote and it says, I stole this from Jim Jarmusch. And just today in the mail, I got our local paper, the Topanga New Times, and check out the cover. Yellow background, typeface. Where have we seen this before? And this is about the blocked road. Our road is blocked, so this is like, we're like a box canyon now. You can't really get out. All right, what else is next? Okay, and then these are kind of the last two I'll read to you, but there's a whole bunch of them. Don't go to university, go to work. Going to university usually means I don't know what to do with my life, so I'll go to university. A gap year confirms this. They are delaying tactics. Some people are lucky enough to know what they want to do early in life. The majority have great difficulty in putting their assets to useful purpose. I feel sorry for these people. It isn't easy for them, but going to university is not going to solve their problem. Whereas going to work will. If you start work at 18, you are 5 years ahead of someone starting at 23. At 23, for all your education, you will still be the office junior. If you get your career decisions wrong, when you are young, you can alter course. But at 28, it is a bit late to find out you are in the wrong job. So don't go to university unless the subject of your learning is close to your heart. Go to work and do your learning in the school of life. And then there's a picture of a guy on a bicycle that says, university student, age 23. And then there's a picture of a Porsche and it says, the school of life, age 23. And then this is kind of the final one. And it's a whole, I think it's a whole section of this book. No, it says, bread, you know it, makes sandwiches. This will make you creative, and the S is a $sign. For a creative person starting out on a career, try not thinking about film or media or whatever. Think about money. It's honest. And I wish I had known that at the onset, because it's easy to get snobby and be like, oh no, I have a higher cause and I'm not making this for money. But you can't avoid the necessity of money. And a lot of times money will make your work better. Money is the report card of business. And you know, making money is a form of discipline. I have found, I mean, if you're from money, if you have money, then no, it's irrelevant. Don't worry about money. Find your reason or whatever. But if you need money to live, you will have to, you will have the opportunity to enhance your virtues, to make more and more of it, to be more honest, to work harder, to be more reliable. And as Michael Saylor, the Bitcoin guy, said, money is the highest form of energy that human beings can channel. So these books, I recommend them. Whatever you think the opposite. And it's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. Paul Arden, I don't know. They're cheap, and you can read them in 5 minutes. And they're full of great little nuggets. I have to drive to Austin, so I had to throw this video together fast. I wanted to make this video for you guys. All right.